Hi, my name's Sarah Martin, and this is my audience. And this is my camerawoman, Maggie. Alright, so it was recently brought to my attention that my roommate has a very firm belief against artificial sweeteners. Now, that's never something I've worried about, and I thought that she had a very interesting stance on it. Her mom has always told her that it puts holes in her brain, which kind of made me think to myself, there might be some misconceptions about artificial sweeteners. And I'm sure that I needed to know what the risks were associated with these in order to make a firm decision of what I wanted to do. So, what are they? Artificial sweeteners, according to Amanda Peterson, can be used to substitute in drinks, food for a low-calorie or zero-calorie substitute. And they can be used to help those who are diabetic control their glucose. But there are questions that have been raised about whether or not in the long term these can be effective. So, is this a costly switch? So, the risks posed with this I think are important to know. The first of which is that it changes the population of bacteria in your intestinal bacteria. So we rely on guttural microbes to direct our metabolism, but these low and no calorie sweeteners change the way that energy is absorbed in our intestines, and this will therefore affect our metabolism. In the Ruppel-Shell article, they did a study on mice over a period of 11 weeks. Half of the mice were given glucose and regular sugar, and half of the mice were given artificial sweeteners. After this 11 weeks was up, the results showed that those who had been given artificial sweeteners experienced high blood pressure, insulin, and glucose intolerance. So what does that mean for us as humans? That means that we could be at risk for metabolic disorders or type 2 diabetes. How much do you ask? According to Peyota's article, it says that those who consume diet soda are 36% more high risk for metabolic disorders and 67% more at risk for type 2 diabetes. Which is crazy to think that just small guttural bacteria can be influenced by these artificial sweeteners in such a big way. The second is that it doesn't satisfy as much as regular sugar. Now, I know what you're thinking, I'm definitely satisfied by a good Diet Coke, but I'm talking internally. When you consume sugar, your body signals to the brain that it's satisfied and full. But these artificial sweeteners do not signify that to the brain, and therefore you're left feeling unsatisfied. Your blood sugar levels will actually drop and cause you to desire more food, which leads to compensation eating. So these compensation eating can lead to cravings, overeating, and eventually can lead to weight gain. If you think about it, if you drink a 0-calorie drink rather than a 150-calorie Coke, but then later on in the day crave a 300-calorie piece of cake and eat it, did you really win? Third, it interferes with your ability to regulate calories. So Oaklander says that real sugar has caloric consequences, which means that when your body is taking in the sugar, it knows that it needs to transfer it to energy or it will be stored as fat. But in a study by Jeffrey Gordon, it shows that these 0-calorie sweeteners don't trigger the breakdown for energy, but rather the fat storage. According to Time magazine, the use of artificial sweeteners in Diet Coke or any other diet soda can lead to, over a course of 9 years, 3 times more body fat than one who wouldn't drink it, which is crazy to think about. And it doesn't just end here. There are plenty more risks that are posed today by scientists and are undergoing research. Some believe that artificial sweeteners might lead to bladder cancer or premature labor, or even affect your nervous systems, such as inducing Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. In conclusion, the average soda drinker is now faced with a little bit of a dilemma. There are many factors to consider, not just these risks, but also what you eat daily, how much exercise you get, or even what your family medical history is. But with these risks, I think it's important to note them and consider them when choosing for yourself.